Alright, so in this video I just want to do another example of a banner design. Sometimes when you're designing banners for people, they'll want a whole series of them. So in this example I want to demonstrate how I go about that, how I go about that process, and just how you can take what you learn from what I show you and apply it to your own designs and series of designs if that is what the client has ordered from you. So again, I'm going to start from subtlepatterns.com. Just pick out a pattern. I'm just going to pick this one. And then go over here to my downloads. Unzip that baby. Okay, so I've got that. And then I'm going to come back over here to iconspedia.com, search for box. We're going to make a drop shipping ad, so I'm just going to select that box, click it, and then you have the different sizes down here. I always go with the largest size because I'm usually resizing it, so I want to start with the largest possible size that I can get. So I chose that box, and then next, let's type in money. And then for this example, I'm going to be using this money icon right here. So if we go back into Photoshop, let's just create a new banner. And I really like working with the 300 by 250 size banners, so I'm going to start with that one. Resolution is going to be 72 because that's your screen resolution. Click OK. And I'm going to open that pattern that I just downloaded. Copy it, and then paste. Well, copy the wrong one. I'm going to copy open the smaller one here. Copy that. Paste it. Then I'm just going to, I'm on a Mac, so basically just going to copy this. So Mac is Option or Alt, and then drag, and I'm holding Shift to kind of keep it aligned. And just going to copy that. Then we can go ahead and combine these layers. Let's see. Select them both, merge layers, and then merge those layers, and then last, copy this last one, and boom. Now we have a full background full of our background tiled pattern that we downloaded for free. So that's the background, and as far as the icons, let's open those. I've already downloaded those again. I've got the box, and let's open the money. And I usually go ahead and name my layers. And sometimes I'll go ahead and make a copy of it so I don't have to remember, like if I ever mess up or something, I'll just already be working off copies, so I can unhighlight, make the originals invisible. That way I don't have to keep going back between windows, between these patterns and that sort of thing. And again, I'm on a Mac, so I press Control W, I can X out of that. And let's just narrow it down so we just have the one image that or one file that we have open. So I've got the two originals unselected there. And then let's go ahead and start moving some things around. I'm going to first put some text, and let's just say something like learn to drop ship today. And then to adjust the line space between the text there, you just select it and then press Option or Alt and then up or down, and that'll adjust the line space there. That's a very useful, quick shortcut there that you'll probably use quite a bit. Alright, so we have our little box. We'll just adjust it. Learn to drop ship today. And so we got learn to drop ship today. Make lots of money. Alright. So we have that. That's money. And then let's be sure and put a call to action. So let's just do a little rounded rectangle here at the bottom. And we've got some styles already set over here. Let's just try that one maybe. Let's see. Alright, click here. Alright, so let's just make a couple of adjustments here. The sizes of things. Alright, so we've got this. Learn to drop ship today, a little icon over here, and then make lots of money. Maybe we can move up this icon a little bit. And then our call to action, which is click here. So we've got that icon, and if you go over here to save for web and devices, you can kind of see what it's going to look like once you save it for your PNG or your JPEG there, whichever you prefer. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and add a little line here. Let's see. Whoop. To remove these blending options here. These are the effects, because I don't want the effects on that particular that shape. So I'm going to put the line in here just to kind of draw some more attention to this click here button here. So there. And so that's one banner. If they requested one, then awesome. But if the reason I'm doing this video is so I can demonstrate, what if they what would you do if they requested, a series of these? They want them to all be in the same kind of theme, but they wanted a variety of different sizes because maybe they were advertising on a number of different websites, and each website had different sizes. So we've got this banner. It's 300 by 250, and then let's just say the other banner was I think it's 720 by 90, I believe, is another standard one. So let's just, what I would do is I would take the existing elements in this and the first one that you design. I usually try to make the first one a large one, like a 300 or 250, 300 by 250 pixels, because I can take those elements, and most of the time I'll be making them smaller in the other banners. So that's why I like to start kind of with a larger format rather than starting small and then having to adjust up and have to, so I start with the larger elements, start with the larger banners, and then you can always resize and condense and make things smaller for the other ones. So basically, I would select the elements of this this design. I'd probably start with a background and then just drag it onto this one, and then you can move that around, make sure that is in place properly, and let's see here, yeah, and then I'm going to go ahead and merge that so that's just one layer in the background. Then we've got the other elements. So I usually start with the images, so I'm just going to select the box, the money, and let's go ahead and select the button there. And we can go ahead and drag those, and then so we're just adjusting a couple of things here, and that's another reason why I like to start big and then go smaller, is because of this very reason right here. And then the last thing I usually drag on, because there's definitely going to be some adjustments going on, is the text itself. So I'm going to first drag the click here, the button here, because I don't think that's going to change a whole lot in this particular size and format. But the other text will probably have to move some things around. So see, a lot of the since this 300 by 250 banner was more blockish, this format right here, the 720 by 90, is much more rectangular. So some of this text is just going to have to be adjusted, and it's going to kind of change the format and how everything was laid out a little bit. So we're going to have to adjust the leading, and as well as some other things here. Okay, so this will work for now. Let's see. Move that over a little bit. Okay, so that'll work for now. So basically, that is my process of how I go when I'm designing a series. I always start small, I always start large rather, with a larger format banner and with the largest elements that I can find, whether these, in this case, icons, and the other types of assets that I'm using throughout the design. And then I'll drag those, I'll just drag those onto the smaller designs, and you can always scale down, and it's going to be very tight and precise and everything, and clear. Whereas if you started on this one and then you tried to take this element and scale it up, it's going to be may not be that much of a noticeable difference since this is going to be on screen, but it's always just a good thing to keep in mind when you're designing on the computer to start with something larger, and then you can always make it smaller. But it's kind of tough when you're starting with a small element and you're trying to make it larger. So that is just another example, another quick example I want to show you if that ever comes up, because it probably will. If you're designing a lot of banners, chances are the person that's coming to you probably doesn't want just one sized banner. Maybe they do, but I know a lot of people, especially internet marketers, when they're designing, creating their products, their information products, they're looking for they're looking for tools for their affiliates to go out and promote these things, and their affiliates may have different size banners on their sites or wherever they'll be promoting the information product owners product there. So they need some variety as far as the different sizes. So that this will probably be a frequent thing. If you're designing a lot of banners, you may find yourself designing many different series of or themes of banners. So wanted to show you this quick example. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.